Hey everybody, this is Matt from MyVanLive, and today we're going to show you this recirculating shower that's going to go in this 2008 Sprinter. So what we got going on here, like I said, is a recirculating shower. What this does is it takes 5 gallons of water, it recirculates it all through this shower for you to shower with, filters it, sterilizes it, and then allows you to re-shower on it again. So I'll walk you through all the little parts and pieces, explain how it all works, and then maybe you guys will want to do this for yourselves. So first thing we have here is this 5-gallon bucket is just going to represent a reservoir, like your 5-gallon jug or tank that's in your garage space of your van. That's what this represents. Again, this is just a mock-up, so excuse the kind of ghetto-ness of this. All right. So this represents your 5-gallon jug in your garage. What's going to happen is it's going to draw out through first pump accumulator tank that keeps the water pressure even through the rest of the system, right? You're going down in here to a 5-micron 3-stage filter, and that's going to get out first sediments and then all your minerals and such. This is going to give you 5-micron, pretty clean, not perfectly clean, but pretty clean water. And then you go into this Vicqua, which is UV sterilizer. So that uses a UV light, and as the water passes through there, it's sterilizing the water, and that can run up to 16 gallons per minute, but we're only using it about 2 gallons per minute right now, so we're getting really sterile water. So after that, you're going to break off and go to your mixing valve, so you get a cold side for your mixing valve, and then into the hot water heater for heating your water, right? This water heater here came from Happy Buy. I found it on Amazon. It was about 70 bucks. I like it so far. Hasn't given me any issues. What I like about it the most is that it's got a digital thermometer that reads out the temperature of the water for you. That's definitely going to help in different seasons. Like you can see, it's got a winter and summer season. These things get very hot very quick, so having that there at least gives you a little better gauge of where your temperature's at rather than just trying to touch it and get scalded all the time. So after that, once it gets heated, again, you got the cold water broke off already, comes up here to a mixing valve, and this is, you can use any mixing valve really. You could get a nice fancy thing in your shower or whatever. This again is just for a mock-up, so we're kind of just using the little shower head that came with the hot water heater and stuff just to make all this work. So after it exits the shower, it's going to land in the shower pan, and this 5-gallon bucket down here represents your shower pan. Right? So once you shower, lands in here, it's going to come back out to this other pump. Now this second pump is just going to draw out of the shower pan and refill your 5-gallon tank in the garage. Now they can be the same size pump because all of this stuff is going to restrict the flow of this pump compared to this one. But you want to make sure that you get pumps that are dry sumps so you can run them dry and you're not going to ruin the diaphragm. These two C-flow pumps are particular that you can run them dry and you're not going to ruin the diaphragm. So when you see this running later, you'll notice that the drain side of this actually stays kind of empty, and you'll see suction, you'll see bubbles and cavitation in this line here. That means this pump is sucking out more water than this pump is putting into it, which again will just keep the drain in the shower empty. All right, so we're going to connect this positive lead here, and we're going to show you how this works. All right, now that that plane's gone and we're not so loud here, we're gonna get this started for you. So the gas is already on, the electric's already on. Your first step here is gonna be to turn on the pump that feeds the shower, right? So there you go, that pump's on, feeding the shower. Next step is gonna be to turn your water on and adjust the heat. So when you get to this step, you're gonna turn your water on, just like any other shower, right? And there you go, now this thing's heated. It's starting to heat up your water. If you look really closely, you can see we're at about 20 degrees Celsius, 21 degrees. Around 50 degrees Celsius is going to be your proper shower temperature. And you'll see this thing comes up to temp really fast. Also, it will get very, very, very hot. So you can see it's basically on the minimum for the gas flow setting. That, and on the summer setting, that's basically the lowest setting you can get to. Here we are, we're already at 31 degrees. Starting to get a little warmer. You'll be able to see or feel there's heat coming out of here already, but we got no heat on the shower yet. 35. Now again, remember, this is just heating the water that's coming into it. Once it fills up that, there's going to be some dissipation of this heat through all the parts. So by the time it gets back down to that pump, there should be no reason for this to be so hot that it's going to be hurting anything, you know what I mean? Even if you do have it up too high. Now we're at 36. So for another couple seconds, we're going to let this keep running. So like I said, you get running into your shower, and then your secondary pump is going to start emptying that shower drain. Oh, here, there goes. And you can see that's running now into this bucket. All right? So that's gonna be basically under the drain, maybe even under the van if at all possible. If you're not gonna be camping in cold weather, you can mount that under the van. And that will suck the drain dry and keep the reservoir full. Here we go, starting to get warm. Yeah, that's starting to get warm. We're in the 40s. Now when you get back around here, you can see this cavitation in the line I was talking about. So this pump here, again, both of them are rated at 3.5 gallons per minute, but because of the restriction of the flow of all these things, the fittings, the turns, the valves, all the stuff, that's not gonna run nearly close to 3.5 minutes, or 3.5, it's more like 2. So this one is gonna be running at its full capacity and keeping that shower drain empty, so you're not standing in a puddle of water. And again, you're not going to hurt that because you got to get the right pumps that are able to run dry. And these C-flow pumps are able to run dry. Definitely got a nice warm shower going now. But we could make that a lot quicker, obviously, if we weren't standing outside and this water weren't exposed to the weather. And once all this is installed, obviously there'll be maybe some insulation on the hot water side of the pipes and stuff like that to keep the condensation off. But that's about it. That's how a recirculating shower works. So if you're interested and you're in the market for one of these, please feel free to reach out. Again, my name's Matt. I'm with MyVanLive on Twitch. You can follow us there. You can come and check out the build. We're doing every single day. We're streaming live. We're doing a Q&A on Wednesdays, so you can come in, tune in, and ask any kind of questions that you want. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for coming by.